Hi, this is Stanley from Centonomy and welcome to another Tutorial Thursday. This week we are talking about children. Specifically, how do you talk to your children about money? Now at Centonomy, we believe in giving our children a head start in this financial journey. Some of us learned about finances way too late, and we really want our children to have a bright and early start on their finances. So let us today talk about how do we start them on this journey? How do we talk to them about money? You remember traditionally, whenever the money talk used to come up, what used to happen? We used to be chased away by our parents and told, it's now time for the adults to talk. But this generation requires a different approach. We have to start talking to them about money now. So let's start from the beginning. Point number one, start early. What does that mean? As soon as your children start asking for some money to be bought for some sweets, or they want to be bought for a new candy or a new toy, that indicates to you that they've started understanding about money, and that is when you should start talking to them about money. Start them early. As soon as they start talking, or you can see that they are understanding what money is. Point number two, be relevant. Now there are certain things that are going on in our environment and in our economy that sometimes we don't consider talking to our kids about. For example, the fuel prices have gone up, or this supermarket is cheaper than that supermarket. These are things that we should start talking to our kids about. For example, let's use the one of the fuel price. If fuel prices go up, talk to your children and tell them these fuel prices affect the cost of transport, the cost of goods. When you go to the supermarket, things will be more expensive. Talk to them in their language, but explain to them how these things are affecting how this money that we're interacting with. Be relevant. And finally, create money memories. What does this mean? What are money memories? And here we are talking about, as you yourself engage with money, start taking your kids along so that they can see what you are doing. When you go to pay the bills, when you go to the supermarket, when you go to the shop, start going with them so that they can see how you interact. When you're going to buy some property, or when you're going to invest in shares, take them along and explain to them what you are doing, because that is where they will learn from. Remember that kids actually learn from what they see us doing and not what we tell them. So create those money memories for them. Take them along when you're doing money related things. Now a lot of you are thinking, is it wrong to start talking to our kids about money? Absolutely not. Money is a major facet in our life, and as our campus edition talks about, it's about giving them a head start. At Centonomy, we believe that your children should not start at the same point you started. If you started at 0, make sure your kids are not starting at 0. If you started at 10, make sure your kids are not starting at 10. They are starting at 20. And it's about giving them a head start. As always, thank you very much for listening to this week's Tutorial Thursday. I'd love to hear what you have to say about this topic of talking to our kids about money. Comment here, like our Facebook page, subscribe to our blog and this YouTube channel. See you next week.